Support for this channel is brought to you by Manscaped, who are the men's below-the-waist grooming champions of the world. I'm one of the first persons to try the new Lawnmower 4.0, and I'm completely blown away by the performance. So join 2 million men all across the world who trust Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code Dominic Rich at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code Dominic Rich. Your balls would thank you. So let's talk about these games, man. Let's talk about these games. Let's have some fun with these matches. And I just want to give you my thoughts here. So let's start with the game between, first let me turn this alarm off. God damn, Jesus. Let's start with the game between, which game should I do first? I want to, listen, these games are so good. Let's talk about the Mexico-El Salvador game first, man. You know what I mean? Mexico made about 8 changes coming into this game. El Salvador just a handful of games. And Hector Moreno scored in the 38th minute from a corner routine. And then Mario Jacobo got sent off in the 48th minute. Jacobo in the 48th minute. And really go back and you look at the red card incident. It was outside the box, really. And yeah, should have never really been sent off, in my opinion. That was kind of harsh. It's kind of harsh. But El Salvador still fought. They still fought. Nestor Rayo got sent off in the 67th minute to bring the teams equal, 10 men. And then Raul Jimenez put away a penalty in the 93rd minute. That was definitely a penalty without a doubt. Mexico wins the game 2-0 like I predicted. Look, I don't have much written down for this game. I don't have anything at all, any notes, because this game was late. I actually had to do some dishes that I had to go and pick up my wife from work and everything. So I was like, yeah, for this one, I can't write any notes down. I'll just enjoy the game. For the other 3 matches, I do have notes where most of the big incidents and events happen in the matches. But I have to say this about El Salvador. It was a valiant effort. Very, very valiant effort. Seeing that, look, you're playing against arguably the best team in CONCACAF. Despite them not winning the Gold Cup and the Nations League, they're still that team to beat. I'm not saying the USA are not that team to beat, but Mexico is still that team to beat in CONCACAF. And I think El Salvador played well. I think they played very, very well. They didn't really sit back and they were very defensive and played any negative type of football. They were, they took the game to Mexico, and all credit goes to Hugo Perez. And I have to mention one standout player here for the El Salvadorian team, Enrico Dueñas. This guy has a bright future. I think he's a Dutch-born player, and he played for the Dutch national youth teams before. Saw him in a Dutch national shirt, when I Googled his name. He has a bright future. Just want to put that out there. But this Mexico team is showing their strength and depth, making so many changes and still picking up the win. Even though it wasn't a very, very convincing win, they still got the job done. They were able to rest up players and bring them off the bench later on in the game, and they got the win on the road. El Salvador were unbeaten at home before this game against Mexico. So this is great stuff. Great stuff. When you really look at the international break for El Salvador, they picked up 3 points in 3 games. Not terrible, but winning 1, losing 2. Maybe 4 points would have been a lot better. But I think, they'll still walk away with their heads up. And 5 points in their first 6 games, not bad at all. For Mexico, they've been almost perfect. If you go down here to the table, 4 wins, 2 draws, 14 points. They're on course to qualify for Qatar. As I said, even though El Salvador went down to 10 men in this game after conceding, they still fought, and they still really, really give Mexico a good run for their money. Not a whole lot of chances, though. As you guys could see, 5 shots at goal, none on target. But look at the possession, 46%. They matched Mexico pretty much in every department. with the exception of final third play and their creativity. They did snatch at a lot of their opportunities shooting from distance. But Mexico, dominant, 14 shots, 6 on target, 54% of the ball, won the game, 2-0. If you take a look at the lineup quickly before we do move on, for Mexico, they were able to bring in Alex Vega and these guys. And Chucky Lozano, fixture of this 11 for, I think, all 3 games. That will be a positive sign for Mexico that they have their talisman fit again. Funes Mori able to come in and give Raul Jimenez a little break. Charlie Rodriguez, I think, had a very good game along with Orbelin Pineda and Luis Romo. Look, Nestor Arroyo would be a problem because he got a red card. So he would miss the game against the USA. And the Mexican team has been a little bit so-so at the back, if you ask me, with a lot of rotation at the back. So they don't really have that constant backline. And that could be a problem for their defense with, the protection in front of Guillermo Ochoa, who didn't really have much to do in the game. In terms of off the bench, Hector Herrera, Jesus Corona, Raul Jimenez, Luis Rodriguez, and Jesus Gallardo was brought on to show up the team. For El Salvador, I don't really know many of these players, to be honest, because these are newly recruited players. But I have to say that El Salvador should stick to this plan. They should stick to the whole system that they have going for them right now, and don't panic and go on and sack Hugo Perez, because you sack Hugo Perez here, I don't know if you could find someone better to manage this team right about now, because if you really look at the 11, very, very solid 11, man. So hard luck to El Salvador, better luck next time. But for Mexico, they're on course to qualify for Qatar. In terms of the next games, El Salvador, they will play Jamaica. That'll be a home game for them against Jamaica. And then they play Panama to round off November. Only 2 matches in November, comparing to 3 that were played in September and October. So after the November break, we'll pass the halfway mark, and we'll, the table will really, really start taking shape by then. So let's just get back to this game. And for Mexico, their next match will be against the United States. That's a big one. November 12th, Cincinnati, Ohio. Big, big game. And then they play Canada. So 2 big matches in November. Mexico would look to come away with 6 points, but it's going to be very, very, very difficult, I have to say. So good luck. Definitely, you are going to need it.